Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is I'm going to talk about how I got past the fear as living as a boy to now living as a woman. So I noticed like a lot of people like in their 60s and stuff, that's when they really start transitioning and stuff that I've noticed, that I've seen. So in this video I want to talk about my truth and kind of how I got past the fear, so that way y'all can start living y'all truth and be motivated to start living now instead of hiding. So before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to help your girl out. So let's get started. So okay, so so when I was going through my transition, I noticed a lot of people in their 60s, like 50s, 60s, like they've already have full blown like biological children with cis women. And I feel like it's more harder because they're older, number one. Number two, they have full on families and stuff that they've helped created. So it's like even the kids are like confused. They're like, what is going on? Dad is now a mom, like, or mom is now a dad. Like, what is going on? So, um, so basically, I kind of want to like lower the statistics on that, and I want people to start living now, start being themselves now. So for me, like the first step that I did when how I got past the fear is that like in high school, um, I basically started wearing like makeup, like clear mascara. I started wearing like lip gloss and stuff like that. I started to grow my hair out. So I started kind of doing those things. Or when I went to the bathroom, I would sit down and use the bathroom, stuff like that. Um, what else? I started wearing gender neutral clothing and stuff. So that made me feel a lot better about myself, made me feel like I was in my skin. Um, Also too, I feel like, gee, that was loud. Um, so when I also started in my transition was that I want to say I had gay friends too. So like they weren't trans or anything, but they were like gender non-conforming. Like I had this gay friend. He was so extra. I love him so much. He would literally like go in and take his sister's shirts and be wearing them and stuff, and I just be cracking up laughing because I'd be like, you look crazy, but I mean, he just didn't care. So, yeah, so that's kind of like having, friends of the LGBT community will definitely make you feel like you're in a safe place and make you want to like come out and stuff. And I feel like when I went to the counseling office, I went to like a group therapy session, and it was like a bunch of trans people. I was like the only youngest female in there. So all of them were like in their 40s to 60s, like transitioning. And this one lady did say like, she was pointing at me to also like her. She's really lucky. Like she's gonna actually have a life and everything. With me, you know, I hid and like I hid and stuff like that. Now I'm just now starting to be myself and stuff. And I was like, dang, that sucks. And what's crazy too is that I went to go see a Sidekick. I know this is kind of like controversial. Some people are like, "What, a Sidekick?" But I actually did. I went to go see a Sidekick. I was like 18. So what was I gonna say? I went to go see a Sidekick, and the Sidekick lady was like, "Oh, like, are you trans? Are you transitioning?" Because I was dressed very feminine and stuff, but I was still like, I wasn't even on hormones. Like, I hadn't even decided if I should even go transition and stuff like that. Um, and the psychic lady was like, "Oh, I see you in 20 years. I see you in 20 years transitioning and everything like that." So I was like, "Dang." So I guess later on in life, I really was gonna like do the whole like thing, I guess. So also too, I just felt that kind of stuck with me. And then also too, like I just felt like I felt really depressed. I felt sad. Like I felt like I wanted to hurt me. Like I felt like I wanted, like I was just really depressed and sad. And so that definitely motivated me to come out because I just can't hide it anymore. And also too, trying to think like what else. But yeah, also watching Elena Genevieve, Angela Vanity, Eden the Doll on YouTube and stuff like that. Watching them, that really made me want to come out too. And because it was really weird, because we all started our transition at the same time, which is super weird. Nikita Dragon too, like we all started our transition at the same time. So watching them on YouTube and stuff definitely inspired me and made me want to live my truth and like come out and stuff like that. So that's probably why I even started the YouTube channel, because I like wanted y'all to be like, dang, like she's doing it, like I can do it too, you know. Um, so definitely those are ways that, you know, I did that help inspire me to come out and be myself. Also to like so I want to like kind of sums up this video. I'm sorry, this video is kind of like a little short, but I just kind of want to get the main gist and let y'all know like, hey, like I feel like friends have friends in the LGBT community. If you're afraid of coming out or whatever, if you're afraid of what your family's gonna think and stuff like that, um, I I would definitely suggest and recommend like get a full-time job, save up your money, and honestly, I would just make sure you are financially like be that you're able to financially take care of yourself and everything like that. And I'm gonna also like I'm gonna do I think my next video is I'm gonna teach y'all how to like save y'all money and budget, and then also to like move out, because I was in a living situation where I could not be myself. I had to hide. Me being transgender in the household I was so miserable, everything like that. So I think in the next video I will talk about like how to save your money for the people that actually want a way out and don't know how to do it, because for a long time I thought I was stuck, but really the answer was in front of me the whole time. So um but yeah, so what was I gonna say? So for this video, you know, if you're afraid to come out or whatever, make sure you're financially, you know, make sure you're able to financially support yourself. Number two, go to like to an LGBT place. Like also, I feel like a lot of people be going to like gay clubs and stuff like that. I mean, that's cool. Like, you know, for me, I never did that. I didn't do that. I think because I came out too early. Like, I feel like I came out way before 21. So for me, that wasn't like going to the gay bars and all that was not a option for me. But have supportive friends, LGBT friends. Also to make sure you're financially stable, stuff like that. Number three, save up a lot of money, and then like look into getting like financial things like financial things like medical insurance, so you can start your transition, see a counselor, see a therapist, everything like that. Also to go on YouTube and look at other transgender people, like transgender videos, you know, stuff like that. I feel like that's like a really good um motivator for me. It was a very good motivator for me. It kept me inspired, and now here I am doing YouTube because of what Eden, Elena, and Nikita Dragon, all of them influencers on YouTube did. Now it's like I want to give back to and like help at least one girl out there. So um but yeah, so I feel like those are all the tips and tricks. And be brave and be courageous. Like you just gotta take a leap of faith, you know. Just be brave, do it. And definitely at the end of the day, kind of like how I looked at it too, it's like at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and you have to be happy with yourself. So, um, so that's kind of like a reminder I always get to myself. Like I always look at myself at the end of the day in the mirror and I'm like, am I happy? You know? So, bam. So I'm gonna conclude this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical. Mwah.